Well, hello everyone. It's Jay Michael here from Tyler, Texas on Mentor Monday, August 18th. Guess what a summer we've had. I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. We've had a great summer so far. I've talked to a lot of here, and I see a lot of familiar faces as they join today. If you're joining us on Facebook Live, we're streaming to today's Facebook page too. Make sure you say hello if there too, and tell us where you're calling in or watching in from. I see we have somebody from India. My gosh, I love Mentor Monday because truly is a global community, and we love it. We got a great agenda today. It's one of my favorites: storytelling. Stories. Everybody knows facts tell, stories sell, and we've got one of the best storytellers I know on a personal basis, Mr. Dave Daughtrey, with us today. He's the Mentor Monday expert. Dave, good to see you, my friend. Glad you're here. Jillian's here too. I know Jillian's going to help us with facilitation. Doty's here as well. But Dave, good to see you, my friend.
Thank you, Jay Michael, and thank you everyone for joining in today. I am coming in from San Diego, California. Just finished a tour of South America recently, and before that, I was in Asia in June, and then in May in Europe. And so I've been out and about doing a lot of storytelling and just sharing with everyone, for life. I love this business of networking, um, and I love people. I love helping people succeed in all aspects of their life. And I find that this particular model that we use here is very much misunderstood. Very few people really understand what networking is. Building a community, building a family, building your team. We're all one big team, but everyone has their individual teams. That's the business that you're building. And for those of you that don't know, I began my journey in this industry in 1981, end of 81. And I was young, I was 21 years old, a bit naive, didn't know much about business. But one thing I did know, that if I wanted to learn anything, the best thing I could do is associate myself with people that are in a place or going places that I want to go. So either they've already been successful and they're willing to teach me, or they're traveling the journey of success and I get to travel with them. Because anybody, if you really think about it, it's just common sense. So anybody that wants to achieve their dreams, the chances of you achieving those dreams, working with a team of people, a community of family, people that have already had some great achievements, well, associate with those people. It's kind of just common sense. And so at the age of 21, I learned that. Now, one of my mentors would say something all the time in trainings and so forth. Keep in mind, this is in the early 80s. So there's no Zoom, there's no internet. It was either going to a hotel meeting, a home meeting, or maybe a phone call. Back then, we didn't even have conference calling. And so my mentor, one of my mentors, his name was Joe. He would always say what Jay Michael just said: stories sell, facts tell. And so we're going to be talking about this today, the importance of storytelling. And, we all know, if you're a parent and you've got children, as our kids grow up, when they're little, we're telling them stories all the time, and so we naturally become good storytellers. And so in this business, that's what we do. Why is it important to be a good storyteller? Well, first of all, when you start talking about statistics and all these facts and all the benefits and everything, you might mention something that catches someone's attention, but what they really buy is you and your ability to share a message with them that has some emotion to it. We're emotional creatures. All of us are. Some people are more emotional than others. I'm a very emotional person. So when someone is telling me a good story, I get emotional about it. Well, people are only going to retain, when you just give them facts, statistics, things like that, they're going to only retain a very small percentage, not even 20% of what you tell them when it comes to all the facts and all the benefits. But when you tell them some of those facts and some of the benefits of what we offer, and you combine it with stories, that's what's important. People will make a more positive decision with a good story than they will just giving them a bunch of factual information, like transfer factor. I can tell you all about the science transfer factor. Now, if I'm talking to a doctor or I'm talking to someone who's very technical oriented, they might be more interested in some of those facts than they are about all the testimonies and all the results that people are having, which would be part of the storytelling. So everyone's a bit different. So as a good networker, our job is to identify with that person that you're talking to as quickly as possible. And that's a skill. How do you develop that skill? The more you share with people, the better you get. Now, I understand it can be frustrating sometimes because, you may talk to 10 people and it's like, no one listens to me. Nobody cares. Trust me, I went through that and I still go through it. I have days, when I talk to someone, they don't know this, when they're a person that doesn't know me, they don't know and they don't care whether I'm a multimillionaire, I'm an intergalactic diamond, or I just started yesterday. It doesn't matter. What matters is my ability to project positivity because I know that they're going to buy me first. In other words, how they feel about me, how they feel about, my attitude. Do I project positivity? Do I come from a position of strength or do I come from a position of weakness? Position of weakness would be if I'm talking to someone and I have no idea what I'm talking about, and they can see that I have no idea what I'm talking about, that's weak. If I come from a position of strength, which means I know what I'm talking about because I've done some due diligence, well, that projects strength. Now you combine that with the story of me talking about maybe my story, and we're going to get into the stories in a minute here. But when I present to people, I'm telling them a story about my company. I'm telling them a story about my products. I'm telling them a story about my opportunity. And I'm telling them a story about my community, my family of people that I work with, the people I'm surrounded with. So when you tell people a good story, trust me, they're going to pay more attention. So we all need to focus on being good storytellers. So I want to begin with, and we're going to go through a couple of guides. I'm going to pass it to Jillian in a little bit here. And Jillian's going to kind of go into a bit of declaring yourself, in how you talk to people and so forth. And we have all this in documentation, by the way, on our Upline Pro website. So uplinepro.com. If somebody wants to put that in the chat, uplinepro.com, you can find a lot of documentation that will help you develop your story. So let me share with you that when I am presenting with someone, I know, or presenting to someone, I know that they're going to buy me. All right. I've been with For Life for 27 years. When I first began, it wasn't real easy to storytell about my company, For Life, because For Life really, was just beginning. They were just, a few months in existence. So I couldn't say a whole lot about For Life's story. Today, I can say a whole lot more. So I've memorized bullet points. So I want to ask all of you, in your storytelling, the format I like to use are bullet points. I'm going to share these bullet points with you in just a minute here. So when I talk about my company, I can now say things like 27 years of history, a solid company, a multinational company that's all over the world with employees to serve you, to serve me. They do all the work. So you instantly have all these employees that are literally working for you, but they cost you zero. You pay nothing for them. Okay. a company that is debt free. A lot of companies are out of business today because they're over leveraged. They got too much debt. 4Life has zero debt. They don't owe anything to anybody. Now, to some people, that may not sound like it's important, but to some people that have been through business failures or they've been with companies that have crashed, well, it's really important to be with a solid company, a company that pays every day. There's very few companies that have daily pay, where whatever you do in business today, you get paid tomorrow. All right, if it's a weekend on the next business day. So all these wonderful benefits about 4Life, I have memorized in my head. Well, everything I just said, I don't know, 4 or 5 bullet points, anybody can memorize those. So I encourage you, I'm going to share a PDF with you right now, but I want you to memorize some of these bullet points. And there may be some that might not be so interesting to you. For example, 4Life has the best rating with what we call the Better Business Bureau. That simply means they have zero complaints, zero formal complaints against our company, because satisfaction is one of the pillars of our company. There's another bullet point all of us can remember. 4Life is a company that is based on 4 principles or 4 pillars: science, success, service, and satisfaction. Memorize those. Very important. If we want to talk about the science, let's talk about the science. If we want to talk about the success, I can show you all kinds of testimonies of people being successful. It's right on the website, 4life.com. If I want to talk about the opportunity, all right, it's right on the website. I can show the pay plan. I can show my napkin presentation, which I'm going to share right now. So success, service, we have a foundation for life. You can share that with people, foundation4life.org. And then the satisfaction part, 100% satisfaction. So I have all these things memorized in my head. Another one that to me it's important, to some people it may not be as important. Our CEO, Danny Lee, is the president of the DSA, Direct Selling Association. So anyone that's been involved in direct sales has heard of the DSA. Well, our CEO is the acting chairman of the DSA. That means he knows personally all the CEOs, Amway, Herbalife, Nu Skin, Forever Living. He knows them all. They go and have lunch together because it's very important that all of these companies survive. All right. There's a lot of legacy companies I just mentioned. So all these things I've memorized in my head. When it comes to the science, I love talking about transfer factor. And to me, that's one of the most fascinating stories to talk about. If you want to hear me do the storytelling, just get on one of our opportunity calls and you can hear me in my presentation. So I'm going to share real quick, before I get into the science and stuff like that, I want to just share real quick a bit about the napkin presentation and how I use it. So let me share my screen here with you all, and we will get into this presentation. All right, you should all be able to see my screen now. So when I talk about 4Life, I do like to mention that we are building a legacy together. 4Life established, the phrase "together building people" through science, success, service, and satisfaction. One of the things I do like to mention all the time when I talk to people, 4Life is not a marketing company. They chose network marketing as the model because they believe in the power of storytelling, the power of a personal testimony that somebody shares with someone else. And by using this model of network marketing, it gives you and me something called opportunity. If 4Life had chosen to market their product through the traditional, outlets of whether it's pharmacies or through Walmart, Target, however they do it online, television ads and things like that, then you and I wouldn't be talking right now. There would be no opportunity. So we're very blessed that they chose this business model. But the strength of 4Life, and this is why 4Life's a legacy company, the strength of 4Life is behind their science. They've got an incredible research team. That's all they do every day, all day, is invest their time and energy in laboratories, researching, through innovation, through science, bringing us a product that may take 4 or 5 years to develop. Once they bring it to us, our job is to go out there in the world and share it with people, whether it's transfer factor, whether it's Age Pro with NMN, whether it's gold factor, whether it's our nano elements, whatever it is we're talking about, that's our job. All right, to get out there and story tell. But here's some bullets real quick we just talked about our company. Memorize these. This napkin presentation is on Upline Pro. You have to be a member, so it's free. You just sign up, become a member. That enables me to be able to communicate with you, to help you, and to be of service to you. So memorize these bullet points. There's only 8 of them. Memorize them. Then we get into the science, all right? Transfer factor, a gold factor, an NMN, and even Go sticks. So I want to challenge all of you. If you don't know how to tell the transfer factor story, you can learn it. You can hear me tell you the story. You can go on the 4Life website and click on About 4Life and click on Science and scroll down Science on the 4Life website. Learn all about transfer factor. Here's the way I tell the story about transfer factor. I do this every day as I talk to people. Remember, this is my product. So we all have to make sure we understand. When you join our family, our community, you represent our company 4Life, it's your company. This is our company together. So I tell people, my product is called Transfer Factor. And I'm building a business all around the world sharing this with people. And when I talk about transfer factor, I used to get into the story of Dr. Sherwood Lawrence and stuff like that. I don't do that anymore. I find that most people really don't care about who discovered transfer factor. Dr. Lawrence is the one that discovered it, in New York. He's an immunologist, a professor, doing research on tuberculosis. And that's how he discovered the molecule transfer factor. But what I tell people real simply, that our company has this product called transfer factor, and it's a messenger molecule that we put into our products. It educates your immune system to identify threats, recognize threats. Well, if you think about it, and I talk about COVID, I have no problem telling people about COVID because everyone knows COVID. Why is it? Some people suffered, some people died, and some people were not even affected at all. They didn't even, it's like, what COVID? It didn't affect me. What made the difference? Very simple. Your immune system's ability to recognize a threat and mount an immune response against that threat, eliminate the threat before that threat eliminates you. It's that simple. Right there. That what I just said there in not what a paragraph, not even a paragraph. Anybody can memorize that. Transfer factor is a messenger molecule that educates your immune system to recognize threats. That's your immune system's job. There's only one other thing out there that can do that. It's called a vaccine. Do you want to go out and get thousands of vaccines? Because I think there's 3,000 strains of COVID. All right. How many strains of flu, dengue, whatever we're talking about. I'm not saying transfer factor cures anything, but what it does do, it's the only thing that's natural, only thing that actually can educate your immune system to recognize threats and within 2 hours activate your immune cells to respond to these threats. And then there is a memory component to transfer factor, but it's not that long, honestly. The memory portion of it, because your cells are dying and new cells are born every second. But it also has a memory factor so that if that threat comes back, your immune system is prepared. But the point is this: messenger molecule, recognize, respond, remember. Those 3 R's. Memorize them. Get them in your head, the 3 R's. Recognize threats, respond to the threats, and remember the threats. So back to COVID. If your immune system recognized it in plenty of time, mounts an immune response, eliminates the threat, you don't even know. You just, you feel, I mean, you might feel tired because your immune system is under attack, but nothing like what happened to a lot of people. I would prefer to protect myself. I believe in prevention. So when I talk about transfer factor, I keep it simple. I tell them about the three R's briefly. Then I say, and this to me is very important, you guys, in my storytelling, we combine this messenger molecule in many of our products that give you multiple benefits. And then I get into energy glow sticks. I get into the Pro-TF protein, for keeping muscle mass or developing muscle mass. We all have to have protein, all of us. I'll get into Age Pro. I'll get into Renuvo. And then I even get into real briefly. And what are those, by the way? Here's some homework for everyone again. Pick a product. I don't care what product. Pick a product that you're interested in. Learn that product. Get good at knowing that product. Renuvo is a wonderful product. I believe it's in just about every market out there. It's a recovery product. If you're active, if you go to the gym, if you have an active lifestyle, even if you are someone who finds themselves tired and you want to recover quickly, Renuvo does that. It's got transfer factor combined with a lot of adaptogens. Those adaptogens help you adapt. When I travel, I have to take Renuvo because I'm in different time zones. I go to Asia, it's a 13-hour difference, so I don't want to have jet lag. I still get a little bit of jet lag, but I recover much quicker. They say, by the way, every hour of time difference takes 1 day to adapt. So if you're on a 13-hour time difference, that's almost 2 weeks. Well, by that time, you're gone. All right. So the point is, I love Renuvo. It's a great product for adapting. Energy Go Sticks, where you've got your yerba mate, your maca, your guarana, all that gives you great sustainable energy. And it's got transfer factor. So pick a product, get good at that product, and start sharing with people. All right. So when I talk about the science, I try to keep it short because if I start getting into all the facts about it, again, in one ear, out the other. But if people feel good about what I'm saying, they buy me. When you talk to them, they buy you. How they feel about you. If they like you, they may buy something from you. All right. Well, if they trust you, they may join you for business. So at the end of the day, it comes down to trust. Establishing trust can take time. I've got people that it's taken me months of getting to know them. In fact, I talked to one gentleman over the weekend, and he said to me, he said, Dave, when I first met you, I didn't know you. And he says, but now that I've gotten to know you, I love working with you. I like you. Well, wonderful. That's what this business is about, relationships. But it takes some time to build that. But in the beginning, how you feel, what you say, it's not always the facts, but how you say it, you see? So if you come across as somebody with some knowledge, you're sharing a story, they'll buy you. They'll feel good about you. All right. Last thing about transfer factor. When I talk about transfer factor, I like to also talk about the targeted products because we don't get into diseases, but we do talk about different systems of the body, whether it's the nervous system, cardiovascular system, respiratory system, reproductive system. And we can even get into some organs like, the thyroid, the pancreas, kidney, bladder, urinary. That's what the KBU stands for, targets kidney, bladder, urinary. So, when you're talking, about systems of the body, if someone has a condition and that's why they're here, their only focus is on a particular condition or challenge they have with their health, they tend to know what system it is. All right. And even if it's weight loss, even if it's digestion, we can address all of those. All right. We've got products that address just about every need there is. They're unique, patented products. If you want to say high-tech products. So I talk about targeted transfer factor. So I can talk about transfer factor and the benefits of it and do a little bit of storytelling, I would say within probably 5 to 6 minutes of my time. Understand, when you're talking with someone, when you're presenting a story, you're sharing with them, identifying their needs is key. Because if you talk about something that they're not interested in, guess what? 100% is going to go in one ear and out the other. They're not going to be really paying that much attention. They're going to be thinking about other stuff. All right. But if you can find out and address their need, and the way you do that is by asking, getting to know them a little bit. Maybe they're here because they've got a health situation and they're looking for a product that will help them. That's their only concern right now. Then the other concern, of course, in our business, our industry, people join us because they're looking for an option to make money. All right. How can we help them make money? That gets into the opportunity. And that's really, I would say, one of my biggest strengths. When I talk to people, I try to make common sense statements when I'm presenting to someone. So I say things like this. How would it be to have a business that you own? It's your own business. You're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself. You've got a lot of people that are there to mentor, support, inspire, to motivate, train, all these things on a daily basis, pretty much. You're working with a community, a team, a family of people, a business where you can have all the benefits of your own business without the risks, without all the responsibilities. You've got no employees you have to pay in my business model, but yet you have employees all over the world that are going to work for you. They're going to do all the heavy lifting for you. They're going to ship any products. They're going to do all the customer support, distributor support, toll-free lines. They do all that for you. And yet you don't have to pay that. It's all paid for. A business where you don't have to have any inventory on hand. I mean, you might have a few bottles. I mean, I keep a few items, that I had here that I share with people, but you don't have to have a storage full of inventory. That's all done for you. All over the world. A business where you don't have the overhead expenses, no rent to pay. You don't have to deal with all the other overhead expenses of licensing, taxes, none of that. So I tell people about these wonderful benefits of your own business without the headaches, without the hassle. So what does that mean? You get to focus on one thing with me, with us, building, building, sharing with people, getting good at storytelling, getting good at identifying someone's needs, getting good at showing them, what do you have to lose? You've got everything to gain. Now, what I like to do when I talk to people is I like to just get, frank with them and say, look, if you want anything to change, you got to make a change. So let's do it together. If I'm going to be your sponsor, let's do this together. Let's begin the change now. All right. This is a business opportunity where you don't have to invest thousands of dollars. We're talking about starting out, whether it's 100 life points of products or 400 life points with a fast start. The point is, everything you get, all you have to invest is in your own personal health to develop your story. So at the end of the day, ultimately, you want to be sharing your story with people as well. If you say, well, Dave, I don't have a story. Okay, let's start developing a story right now. You don't have to be sick to develop a story. You can talk about how great you feel using Energy Go Sticks, how great you feel using any of our products. Then you can borrow someone else's story too. If you want to borrow, and Jillian's going to kind of get into this a little bit more, we've got a wonderful Facebook page. If you're not part of the Facebook page that we have called Good Health, Stories and Solutions, right there, Stories and Solutions, join our Facebook page. Jillian, if you want to put that in the chat for everyone. If you're not part of that, join it. And you can read some of the stories. You can actually watch some of the videos, borrow someone else's story. That's a private group, by the way. You'll have to request to join it. So we can put the link here for you, but you'll have to request and then you'll be led into the group. It's private simply because some of the stories that are there are very personal stories. But there's a lot of testimonies. Again, stories sell, facts tell. All right. So this is about you becoming a good storyteller. I love talking about our business model. Now, I just did this over the weekend. I had uh, a nice chat with someone. Many of you might know Dr. Ronnie is her name. And we talked a lot about the difference between being part of a company that's a legacy company. That's part of the whole story. We're developing a legacy. I see so many companies come and go and come and go. They don't really care about developing long-term stories. They just are there quick, you try to make some money and move on. All right. And she made a comment to me. She said, Dave, I'm not interested in that. At my age, and I don't know how old Dr. Ronnie is, but she made the comment. I feel the same way. My credibility, my integrity, my legacy is more important to me than something that just comes and goes quickly. I want to build a future, not just for me, but for my family and for everyone for all of you. That's what this is about. So we're building a long-term future here. That's what I love about For Life. That's what I love about us, what we're doing together. While a lot of people out there, a lot of confusion going on, a lot of distractions going on social media, all that stuff. It's easy to get caught up in it all. Stay focused. Keep developing your story. And in the meantime, use someone else's story if you have to. That's what testimonies are all about. That's why we have opportunity meetings. So if you feel like, well, I need you to borrow someone's story, get on our calls. Get on other calls where you got people that are doing storytelling and sharing with people. So company, science, whoops. Here we talk about right here, the benefits of the partnership, right? This is where I tell people, and to me, this is one of my favorites right here. Teamwork, residual income. I get frank with people. I'll say, look, if you didn't work today, if you didn't go to your job, would you get paid? No, you would not get paid. So how is your residual income right now? And I even find this with people I talk to in network marketing. I have people that say, yeah, I've been in network marketing for 10 years, 15 years. Oh, great. How's your residual income? Well, I don't have any residual income. Why? Because they were with companies that let them down. That's generally the reason why. Or they were not part of a team, a community like what we have here. We've got a community. Get connected and stay connected. Stay connected with us. Don't go out there on your own. Don't go out there and try to figure it all out by yourself. Because at the end of the day, there's going to come a time where you're going to run out of energy, battery power, and you're going to feel like, oh, it's just not working. You've got to stay with the team. All right? Because if you've never done it before on your own, what makes you think you're going to do it here on your own? You've got to stay connected. Residual income. That's at the end of the day what you're building here. And it may take you a year. It may take you 5 years. It may take you a few months. All right. But in this business, you earn while you learn. All right. You make money as you're learning. For Life's job is to bring us new products. We got a great product launch coming up next year. So a new product, new technology they're going to be launching. Home-based business, flexible business, create your own schedule. 27-year history of a company of stability, debt-free, personal development. To me, that's one of the most important. Again, when I storytell with people, I can talk about personal development all day long. In the beginning, they don't care. Now, I shouldn't say that. Some people do care, but for the most part, it's like, what can I do now? All right. But at the end of the day, I want them to develop skills, storytelling skills, social skills, communication skills, because those skills will last you a lifetime. The next one, a hereditary business. Again, if you were to die today, what would you be leaving for your family, your kids, all right, your prosperity? And in most cases, honestly, I'm not trying to be negative towards anybody, but in most cases, it's really nothing, all right, for very little. Let's start now building yourself a future, building yourself something that you can pass on, all right, to your prosperity. And I didn't think much about that when I began. I was interested in the residual income, but I didn't think much about a hereditary business because I was 38 years old. Well, now I'm going to be 66. I've had a number of people die in the 27 years I've been with 4Life. Recently, Sadiq Din in Malaysia passed away. Dave Phillips has passed away. Bonnie Taylor has passed away. Dr. Tamil has passed away. Ray Muir has passed away. A lot of people have passed away. And I look at what they've left for their families. In some cases, we're talking well over $1 million a year of income they've left for their family. What a wonderful thing to leave for your prosperity. Hereditary business. Your network continues, even though you're not here, especially if we're working together as a team. All right. Minimum startup investment, quick profitability, no monthly costs. So all this stuff I've got memorized in my head. Take those right there. What have you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 bullets. Memorize those bullets. Study those bullets just in your head. By the end of today, you should have all those bullets memorized. You should have the science memorized. You should have the bullets about 4Life as a company memorized. All right. Then this slide here in my presentation, I like to just show this because it just shows the potential, of our industry. This is the business of the 21st century. You learn how to build a network. This is truly the way to build a global business. Well, we're in every one of these countries. 4Life has a presence in every one of these. So take advantage of the multi-billion-dollar industry. Actually, it's a multi-trillion-dollar industry. We're in more countries than this, but we are in all these countries, all right? Memorize the ways to make money in 4Life. Use this as a guide. We've got a loyalty program. You get free products. You can buy the products at wholesale, sell them at retail. I've got a lot of people that do that. In Kenya, Africa, that's one of the big things they do, a lot of reselling. They love to go out and sell. So they go into the office in Nairobi, they buy a product at wholesale, and they go out and sell it at retail. So they make money when they buy it because they're buying it, and then they're getting paid as well, a 20% income, all right, that they're going to get below wholesale, sell it at retail, and they make a bit of a margin there. Instant discount, that's what I just mentioned. 20% instant discount. My shop, use your virtual shop. Send links to people. Talk to someone. Say, hey, I'm going to send you a link right now. You're going to get it in a second, and then walk them through it, help them get their product, get 25%. And you can do that all over the world. Doesn't matter where you live. Send a link to someone. Rapid rewards, 25%. You sign someone up for 3 months. You'll be getting that 25%. If you help them sign someone up, you'll be getting 12% for 3 months. And if you help the people below them sign someone up, you're going to get 5%. 42% gets paid out for 3 months on every sign up and on every My Shop order every day. 42%. So if you're out storytelling a lot and you're working with your people and helping them storytell a lot, you're going to constantly have money coming in on a daily basis. Fast Start. David Lisenby decided to put a program together to help us make over $42,000 your first year in business with the Fast Start. Builder bonus. Just sign up 3 people. If it takes you a few months to have 3 people on loyalty, you're on loyalty, you can earn up to $800 extra per month. And then is your residual that you get paid on your network. All right. So as I'm talking to people again, I'm telling them about these benefits, and I understand everything I just said. The majority of it will go in one ear and out the other. But you know how they feel about the way I say it. It's not just what I say, but how I say it in my storytelling. So I'm like, my gosh, look at this. All these ways you can make money, and then the company is going to give you shares. If you have a job right now, the company you work for, do they give you shares for your performance? Do they say, we're going to give you a portion of our company's profits? 4Life gives 2% of shares for anyone from bronze to gold. And that can be from $700 for 1 share up to over $24,000 for 16 shares. And as a platinum, there's 1% that goes in there which now adds up to about 50 plus $1,000 for that share of as a platinum. Trips, you like to travel? We offer trips every 6 months in most markets. You can go on a trip as you build your business, multiple trips. Gabby and I've been over 100 countries, with For Life. So again, storytelling. The last thing I like to talk about, and this is one of the more, here's an example you can show someone. This is a visual part. I'm a visual person, so I like to, visualize. But when I get to this here, I give them the options, show them how to start, show them the pack. I always recommend the Fast Start Pack. That's the way to start your business. Now, if you're interested in a product for your health, great, no problem. I love my customers, love them. I do every month millions of dollars of business just with customers. That's what makes a good company, a great company, actually. People will continue to buy products. Not everybody. I've got people after 27 years, they still buy every month. They're not building a network. They're just customers. I love them. Oops. Then I like to talk about the support. This is critical. Support, support, support. Who is going to support you? Who is going to work with you and mentor you and train you, inspire you, motivate you to continue day after day after day to build your business, build your story? We all are. We're all going to do that. So use this as a template, all right? Memorize these things. We've got our Upline Pro website with the calendar. You've got forlife.com that you can go to as well. Get information there. We've got the Facebook Good Health Stories and Solutions. We got Facebook Upline Pro. So at the end of the day, people will buy you first, your ability to share a story with them. So I want to encourage everybody, get good at storytelling, all right? Have fun telling a story. And I'll say this, I'm going to pass it to Jillian. In your storytelling, all right, I feel that one of the greatest things we can learn, all right, in the skill of storytelling is how to navigate your story. This isn't about reading a script. It's not about pulling something out. Let me tell you about For Life. We're a 27-year-old company, and then you're reading something. No, you've all got this in your head already. And you might go to chapter 4 before you talk about chapter 1. What's chapter 4? You might talk to somebody about the benefits of the business first. And then you might talk to them about, it just depends on how your conversation began. So when I storytell with people, it begins like this. I can talk about anything. If I'm traveling, I'll ask someone, like on an airplane, where are you from? Where are you going? Just ask a question. Well, you'll know real quickly if they're social, if they're talkative, or they just want you to shut up. I have no problem. If somebody wants to be quiet and, on an airplane, doesn't bother me, but most people I find, they don't mind engaging in conversation. If I'm in an Uber, I'm in a taxi, if I'm at the dog park, I was at the dog beach over the weekend, all right? And honestly, this weekend, I didn't get into a whole lot of storytelling with anybody because it was my first time there and a ton of dogs were there, so I had to keep an eye on Odin. But one thing I love about when I take Odin out, there's usually somebody at the dog park or the dog beach, and I get to talk to people. This is about being social. The more social you are, the better you get. The better you get, the better you feel. The better you feel, the more you want to talk about it. But in one of the skills, again, of storytelling is you being able to engage in conversation with someone and at some point navigate your conversation towards what you do. You have your own business. You're in the business of health and wellness, trillion-dollar business. You've got a multinational business. If you got somebody signed up in another country, sign somebody up, using the app. Just talk. And by the way, tell your people, one of the best things you can do is you talk to people, even if they haven't signed up yet. Do you know anybody that lives in another country? Let's talk to them. Let's help you get your business international. All right. Do you know anybody that lives outside of the city that you're in? Everyone does. Let's talk to them. All right. So in your storytelling, again, as you're talking to people, navigate towards your company, navigate towards your product, navigate towards your opportunity, or navigate towards the people you work with. I'm part of a community. We're all people that believe in health and wellness and abundance in life, making money, developing wealth. All right. We're all doing it together. Who wouldn't be interested in that? So again, understand, stories sell, facts tell. Get good at understanding that people buy you first. It's not what you say all the time, but how you say it, right? And memorize bullet points. So as you're talking to people, you can hit on some of these bullets, and they don't have to be in any specific order. You'll get really good, at talking with these bullets and know what to say, when to say it, how to say it. That's the skill of networking, you see. Now, last thing I want to say, and Jillian, I'm going to pass it to you. This is not about you going out trying to sponsor the world. It's about you building a network. So in the beginning, yeah, you're talking to people for you. You're trying to find anybody that is willing to join you. All right. So that will come down to your credibility and your ability to share a story with them. All right. So get comfortable with it, have fun with it, come from a position of strength. Now, as you talk to people, if they trust you and they feel good about working with you, guess what they will do? They'll open the door to their people. And now you get to talk to people for your people. That's what makes a great networker. Talking to people you don't know through people you do know. I met Jillian through Claudia. I met J. Michael through Monica Longoria. I met Dodie through Jillian. I met Claudia's here. Claudia, good to see you. Are you back from vacation?
I am finally in Canada. Arrived last night.
Nice. I met Claudia through her sister, Andrea. And but I've met everybody through someone else. That's my point. All right, Adriana. I met all of you through someone else. I did not go and find you myself. That's a good networker. Okay, Jillian, I know I apologize. I'm taking so much time today. But understand that if you come from a position of strength, if you are a good storyteller, people will bring people to you. Now all of a sudden, they're calling you because you're so good at sharing and storytelling and coming from a position of strength. So, Jillian, I'm going to pass it to you now to kind of share some of the assets we have and helping people get their story out there and use story of others. So, everyone, this is Jillian Murray, who we're blessed and proud to have as part of our community. Jillian?
Okay. All right. So can everybody see my screen? Thumbs up. Can you can? Okay. All right. So this is one of my favorite topics is storytelling because we are sharing what we believe in. So it always starts with believing in what you're doing and the effect it has on you. And if you have gone through a life journey or you have, without overcomplicating it, one of the things that I recommend that, and in lieu with what Dave was saying, because he's such a wealth of knowledge, is just keeping it simple. Don't over explain it. You're just sharing your passion of what something you believe in. And then you, like to Dave's point, you're directing them somewhere to get information or to basically give verification and validity to what you've explained as to why you believe in what you're doing. And in some cases, it's just a matter of introducing to other people or introducing to somebody else that can actually help you explain things that you don't know. So if you don't understand how to explain something, that's one of the reasons why we created the tools. That's one of the reasons why we created the community. That's one of the reasons why you have an upline. That's one of the reasons why we have these calls and we have, the business opportunity meetings. We have these training calls. Like we have so much opportunity for you to be solidifying or, validating or verifying what you have a solution to somebody. So that's one of the reasons why make sure you join all these communities. But right now, if you see on the screen, one of the best resources you have to verify information is the uplinePro.com website. Okay, it is a work in progress, so there's going to be changing all the time. So first and foremost, everybody that's on this call right now, if you have a For Life account, you should be a member. So you should be logging in. There'll be a section here, like in the blue tab, where you log in. I'm already logged in for the interest of this timing, but log in, make an account, save your settings, and this is where you get access to certain information that we already shared with you today. And one of those was that napkin presentation. So I'm just going to quickly show you. This is going to be reformatted. We're going to be adding more tools. Even Isaac, I think, was asking about how do I invite somebody from Ghana to, there's a tool on here that will help you with that. So make sure you have this account. But right now, the educational library is where we would find certain assets that will help you even with the storytelling. So today's topic is storytelling. So I'm going to show you a tool on how to make it simple to share your story. So we have, we're trying to do it language driven. So we have a tab for each one that are going to be updated. We are putting more tools in each one. We go to the US and SA because we're talking about the English. And right now, the links to all the communities are here. All the social media tabs are here. Upline prevents direct link to the English events calendar. But Dave talked about the napkin presentation today, right? This is where you would click on it and it would show up, and you can actually download it, print it. This is the one that he talked to today. So you can have it for your own. But what I would recommend is that you try to keep it, go to the website on an ongoing basis, because we constantly update the material. So if there's a new link or there's a new information, we try to update the material. So going back to the USA and Canada, I want to show you what we have is something called the business assets for training. So today, the business assets for training, we have a library list of a ton of different tools that you can be using as a reference to help you train new people, but also help people have success very quickly within like a week. They have a 7-day quick start success. And I'm not going to go through everything, but I'm just inviting you to go have a look and navigate and give us feedback on some of these tools that we have. But today we talked about storytelling. And if you go to the Inspire, which is all about storytelling, we have a tool called Declare Yourself and Announcing Your For Life Journey. So I already have this open, but I'm just going to click it, go to that tab. And basically, it's a little help you, like a little checklist. Don't this is just a reference tool for somebody that needs to read things, a format, a plan. We want you to just be able to feel publicly comfortable in telling the world what you believe in and how, and even if it's just one thing. When I first started For Life, I just talked about one product, and that one product for me, because it made a difference in my life, was the recall for cognitive function. I have a brain injury. I was worried about my health and, heading into the pathway of Alzheimer's and dementia, because I had also, been expedited on that path because of the head injury I had. So I needed to take the products first. And then I had really great results. So what did I do? Like, that was if you go back to telling your story, people connect with people, not products. So I just shared why I decided to finally bite the bullet and join For Life. It wasn't, there's a lot of other factors, but my initial reasoning why was because I had great results and it worked. So, and that aligned with my wellness journey. So I then went through and tell people what led me to where I was. I had a brain injury. This is why I decided to try this product. And oh my gosh, it worked for me. I don't have to go into too many details. People are now interested. Like, why? So this little tool will give you a little bit of an understanding or a checklist of what you can do to publicly present that message. So in some cases, we're not always able to meet people that are going through the same journey, but publicly we can present that message. And these are giving you a little bit of prompts to help you with some of the messages. So we don't have a lot of time to go through this. I just want you to be able to know where it is for your sake, so that you can then go back and, check some of these tools off. There's so much on these little listings here. We have, just so you guys know, how to open up a For Life account, step by step, to make somebody to open up an account, including how to set up a loyalty account. Again, the quick steps for 7 days. But ultimately, I want to remind everybody that we have so many great stories, absolutely so many great stories. So I would just be having a conversation. Somebody tells you I have a problem with certain things. Well, you know what? We may have a solution for you. Can I introduce you to somebody that can help you? And then that was where you set up a three-way call. That how to do that is actually listed, by the way, on that the storytelling section. You know, we can, it's a little three-way storytelling training flow that we can, little steps for you, for those that are, without getting too confused. But the other thing is, I just make it a habit of making sure people get added to our community. If it's a health issue, we add them to the good health community, and then we show them a testimonial that might be relevant to them. So for instance, we have some amazing testimonial. There's a lot of training even on mold toxicity. You could be telling somebody, oh my gosh, we have a great training on mold toxicity. You might want to meet Dr. Ronnie. She did a training for us. And you
Jillian,
show them that testing.
what tab are the testimonies under so they know what tab to click on?
Yes, thank you for that. So it's actually, if you go to the actual community, a lot of information doesn't just show up automatically. You have to go in and use this like a library. So you'll see at the top of a group, if you look at the group, you'll have a discussion. That's where people are interacting. Then there's a guide, and that guide section is where you're going to see specific topics on specific things that people can go through. So for instance, we have, you know, a little bit of overview of how to use the guides, but then guide 2 is a lot of trainings and recordings. And by the way, you know, we have some amazing recordings when we were able to get them, and they're contained and they're behind a firewall inside a private group. You know, so we've got some of Dr. Gina's trainings in here. We have some of Dr. Ronnie's trainings in here, and they're specific topic related. We even have training on H Pro, some product trainings in here that we, you know, are great to share with people. But we have some fabulous testimonials under Guide 3. I don't want to go through them all right now, but we have everything in there from A to Z, and you could be sharing somebody, you know, some information that could transform their life. And that's where I really think you can be leveraging, you know, the power of other people's stories. It's not just your own, it's other people's stories that will help people know that there is somewhere to go. So the other things, you know, like to Dave's point, we have health stories, but then there's business stories. The next, you know, that's why we would go to the Upline Pro inner circle for those that want to share more about the business and how, you know, the companies help transfer their life financially on a different note. So, but not everybody comes in on that note. So don't hesitate to invite them to the Good Health Stories and Solutions, you know, and the power of AI. You know, a lot of these keys can be transformed into different languages. So don't, if somebody's on a different language, don't worry. The AI will translate a lot of these testimonials. So invite them over regardless of where they're from. Okay. All right. So going back to where to find these tools, because Dave shares a lot. And we want to try to give this information easy for you to access. You create an account and you would log in. We have the educational library, like I said. And then this is where we would pick and choose which language you prefer. We chose the USA and Canada. There's a lot of assets in here right now. But take the time to navigate it. There's somebody was asking about, you know, how can I invite somebody from Guyana to come and learn more. There is actually some information about emerging markets. I got that from the same tab. Emerging markets does have a document, by the way, that explains by country how you can do that. So I think Ghana was listed. So Kenya, Uganda, Nigeria, South Africa. I think Ghana falls under Africa, so you would follow the same prompts as probably Kenya, because I think the fulfillment station, on my understanding, if correct me if I'm wrong, Dave, is in Africa under Dr. Gina's control. So
yeah, the only LP centers we have right now are Kenya and South Africa, but people can sign up. Again, it comes down to, can you receive products? Because we don't have a For Life office in that market, but can products be shipped to you? Usually countries will allow that for personal use. You know, a lot of markets nowadays allow their citizens to buy a product and it gets sent to them, whether it's from the US or where it comes from. And then of course, if you're going to build a network, at that point, how are commissions paid? And of course, Kenya, they've got their own structure, the way they pay. I think Dr. Ojina actually put a message in here in the chat. So, and we can get into the emerging markets. I'll say this real quick though. The website, as Jillian mentioned, it's evolving. So we're actually going to have, you know, as we move on, you're going to be able to see in the emerging market section countries. And I understand that there's the emerging market and the corporate market. Corporate markets don't have all the 4Life products registered. They've got most of them, but not all of them. So eventually we'll have a napkin presentation for your market. Now it's just a matter of adding, removing, changing some products out, like Gold Factor. I love Gold Factor. It's here in the US, in Mexico, and that's it. So we'll do that, you know, over time here for the next, you know, I'd say month or two. You'll see some presentations that will be market specific.
On that note, I'm going to hand it over to Dave, but remember Upline Pro, open up your account, check the links on the educational library, the exclusive assets, and you'll be amazed at the resources you have there at your fingertips. Okay. Exclusive to you guys, by the way. Thank you.
Thank you, Jillian, and thank you everyone for joining in today. It's already been an hour. I talked a lot on my giving the presentation and my storytelling. But again, I'll say this and we'll close it out. This business of networking, I just believe that many times we make it more difficult than it is. I think it's possibly because a lot of people join and they're in crisis mode or a mode of tremendous urgency, whether it's to make money or they've got a health problem. This business is an emotional business with people. And so you have to understand it's all relationships. Every relationship begins by planting a seed. You plant the seed with someone. Generally, when you plant that seed with them, you're getting to know them. They're getting to know you or the new you. Maybe you've talked to people in the past and you're getting to them, you're telling them, and they're like, whatever. They don't believe you. All right? That's okay. You're going to show them as you continue to build your story, working with new people. All right? Understand that people will buy you first. And the follow-up is critical. As you plant seeds with people, you have to have a system of following up with them. This isn't about talking to somebody one time and moving on. Okay, no. Have your list of people. And we can get into CRMs and all that. That's contact relationship managers. You know, I just use right now an Excel spreadsheet or a notepad. All right, people I talk to, getting back with them. Are you ready? Are you not ready? If they're not, move on. If they are, great. I'll talk to you next month. I'll talk to you next year. Timing. You have to have a system where you're talking to people on a regular basis. That's what we do all day. We get paid to network and then use the tools. Use your social media tools to get your message out there. But understand, they buy you first. All right? So with that, I want to thank everyone that has joined us today. Our mission is to help you grow your business, help you establish an abundance in life, good health, wealth, all right, and to contribute and help other people achieve the same thing. So with that, I want to thank you all. We love you. We want you to succeed. We want you to achieve your dreams. That's what we're here for. So with that, J. Michael, I'll pass it back to you and let's close it out.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Jillian. Great day today. Hope it was a wealth of information. Don't feel overwhelmed. Let's just take a day at a time. Grab one of the points that Dave said and focus on that, like one product. But it's a great wealth of information. But absolutely, UplinePro.com is going to be a great tool for all of us to work together. And so I just want to appreciate everyone joining us today, both here and on Facebook. We had a group on Facebook following as well and asking questions and saying hello from all over the world. We'll see you next Monday. We've got another great show next Monday, great content, great agenda. But we're a little bit over halfway through the month. So we've got a lot of work to do. Let's work, go to work today, go to work this rest of this week. God bless every single one of you guys. And we love you. And reach out to us. Let's connect if we haven't connected on an individual basis in a while. So give us all a call individually. Take care, everyone.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
everybody. Let's
Bye-bye.
open up the mics here real quick. And great. Share some love, some energy. Let's keep going. Let's keep growing. There's billions of people out there waiting to hear about For Life and about you. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
David.
everybody.
Bye,
Thank you,
everyone.
everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Keep growing.
good break.
Keep building.
Bye-bye.
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 See you guys.
Well, nobody has the plain one, just the blue shade one. All three guys have just the blue shade one. It's okay, okay.
No, when I have to do this.
Hard to get this one for. All right. Yeah. I would pull it on its aspartame still. Yeah. So the price on that one is just changes a bit. $3.79. No, it's not good. Machines. Okay, you want me to order that then? Monday, okay, what time? Sure, wanna go like 9 o'clock? And what's your first name? Chad, and phone number, Chad. Okay, I will get that coming, and I guess we'll see you on Monday. All right, thanks, Chad. Goodbye. Wow, I just can't find any fucking windows. Everything I've ordered has to come from somewhere else. Like, do we not have stock in fucking Regina?
I have no idea.
I'll be fucking saying something to them too, like, that's fucking ridiculous. Making my life a lot fucking harder. Where's your stock? Do you know how many windows you've lost because you don't have the stock?
Well, lately it seems to be a lot. Have you even got one out of Regina today? Okay, can I ask you a quick question? Is this,
And book him on the Monday slot for 9.
okay, is this an SGI?
Yes.
Okay, that's all I needed to know on that one. 9 o'clock on Monday? Okay. Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
Sorry, I just had to pee.
Oh, that's okay. Sorry, I should have taken my camera off. I'm in and out and around and it's nonstop today. It's been bonkers. I don't even know how many windshields we've ordered this morning. And I don't even do the windshield ordering. Like I have to call the guys every time because there's too many questions to ask and I probably will mess up. Anyways, not my story to tell you, sorry.
No, I get it. We were all kind of multitask. But
Did you go look at Dr. Ronnie's personal page? Like I'm gonna mention,
We didn't,
I,
like, am I supposed to, the hell?
well,
Who's actually going to a personal page? Who's actually putting things on a page? I thought you were the only one that did that.
yeah, but Siobhan's tagging her in all this shit about Talk Fusion.
You don't have to do that.
Just a minute.
Make it a-
Just hold 1 second. Okay. Thank you for calling Crackmaster. Dodie speaking. Sure. Can I ask? Just 1 second. Right, bell on. Oh, okay, 1 second. He's getting me trained. Sorry if my name's Dodie. So, Dodie, yep. I'm his DIE.
So. Membership is over this kind from the top.
Yes. Okay. Okay, Lynn. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Great. Yes. Awesome. Thank you very much, Lynn. Yeah, and then you can just talk to me next time you call. Okay, thank you. You too. Thanks. Bye-bye. Hey. What? What's in here today? I phoned about the J. What the J? Okay, it's Troy. He's on it, but he has to look at it. Oh, okay. Aren't those fun? Oh, are they nice? Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I love, like, there's some real, this one's nice. We can open them and smell them. No, I don't. Why? Oh, Christmas sweet. Something about like the kind of perch. Yeah. I know, I love them. And I like this, like, I have the one that hangs in the mirror, but I'm scared it's gonna bang on the window. I get shit from you. So I'm gonna just bring it in here and, yeah, and then I'll just buy one of these for the car. Yeah, right. So 1 second. I think it's just over here. The Jag's just out there. Oh, he's just with Bob, so it'll be a moment. So how are you doing? We're going to the States. We're moving forward. Yeah. Where are you moving to? Arizona. Oh my god. Well, you guys bought a place there, didn't you? And you know what? It's just the kids are starting school. So when do you move? Well, I kind of wondered what was going on because they seem like you're like, honestly, like, but I wasn't even going to do that. But our neighbor, like, we kind of just had a little bit get together last week, and so my neighbor was like, let's just start posting stuff. So she made me a lot of money because I was like, you know, whatever. I don't know. Just like we're so rushed and like, so Brian got his visa last week, and then me and the girls went to fly to Vancouver to get the dependence. So will he do the same job from there? Yeah, there's a lot of opportunity there. I'm not just the guy that can Canada. Oh, I just want to hear something. I know. You guys are young enough, but that's exciting. You're moving to Arizona. Nice. So, yeah. So, but the kids started school August 1st, or like down there, so.
Oh, really?
But then they're out.
Yeah.
They start their summer early. So were you in Chandler?
We're in, I'm not, I'm sort of the West Coast.
Oh,
I'm sort of like the greater.
oh,
The girls get into school and stuff. So, but do you have to?
no, I just.
But yeah, so this JAG, the US is like, can't bring it, like, it's not. It's just no, like shit, like best selling thing, like now it's a speak and.
Oh my god.
It's like one thing after another.
Oh.
We have to like submit our marriage certificate, and our lawyer was like, "This isn't legit." I was like,
Your marriage?
yeah, but I had to get another certificate, and like, it's legit, I guess. But for a while, I was like, "It's legit." Like, I don't know where I got this.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
I know, right?
They don't narrow it down very easy.
So you're working here, Jody?
Mm-hmm.
Are you still at the spot?
Nope. No. We're talking, he's retiring, I'm not, because I'm a busybody, but he's like, come down, let's just work towards that over the next couple of years, so. Then, like, he's busy enough out there. And I'm busy enough in here doing insurance and everything, so it just works, which is fine. So I walk here in the morning and I'm really getting my groove on. It's only been, I just did this the middle of July, so it's only been, and then we took 2 weeks holidays as soon as I got here. Oh, perfect. Well, are the girls excited?
Yeah, I think they are. They're just like
What grade are they going into?
10. Grade 10. So there's two, I mean, because they have each other, like
It makes it easier.
it does.
Oh my God, you'll never miss winter.
I know.
I'm almost jealous.
Well, the thing we haven't sold us a snowblower, so I'm like, well.
You haven't sold the
No,
snowblower.
I'm like, I need to.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, so it's exciting, but hopefully it all kind of like, happens within the next few days and yeah.
Falls together.
Because it's just been like, because the visa was, the lawyer said there's been an influx of applications, but he said it used to take 3 weeks and it took us almost 8 to just get a call. So he said it's just, and Brian said the consulate in Toronto was just a nightmare. So he's like, there's
so many people
trying to get out of here.
Yeah. I am jealous. Like, seriously. I keep saying to him, I can go sell tequila or rum wherever you take me.
Go braid
Just-
hair, just
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Well, I don't know. Who knows? Like, I mean, our area in Arizona, like, we know lots of people. And so it just kind of made sense. We were kind of talking about Kelowna, and then I was like, I don't want to move to BC. That's just
You're not getting any further ahead.
no,
yourself,
and it's just not our vibe. Like, it's just
Yeah.
we like the kind of American of
Yeah.
or whatever, like that. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome for you.
So, but it has been an easy process.
No, my
Just
girl.
because of the businesses, I think we had to like
Yeah.
structure a lot of things and just like do the legal stuff because he's keeping these businesses. So
Here.
So and then he'll just
So do they need to know that?
Yeah, because for tax purposes, like we're American residents and American taxpayers that we've all been.
And then you're done paying taxes here.
Yeah, but there's small business credit. It's just I don't understand.
No,
So that first
that's a whole nother ballgame.
well, and at first I was on the phone with the lawyer all the time, and then I eventually was like, you know what? I'm just scrolling Instagram every time I get on the phone because I don't understand what you guys are talking about. So I'm just gonna remove
So
myself.
figure it out and let me know what
Tell me
the
what
end
I need.
result,
Right.
yeah, or what papers you need.
Yeah. So it's been
So it's in Regina,
okay.
which is good,
That's a
because I was thinking we weren't gonna find it.
Yeah.
So that's good. Do you just pay out of pocket or your glass insurance?
No, I don't. I don't.
It's good. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. Because sometimes the word Jaguar means
Right.
kids.
It's like BC, bring cash.
Yeah, so $750 plus tax. Yeah, like I've been doing some high on days and stuff like that, that it might cost on the windows $1,200. So
Yeah, I just did.
in my
mine.
world, that's not bad,
It's
but
cheap.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what, we probably should just do it because if I do sell it, it doesn't look like another car windshield, right? It just makes
Yeah.
it look like you don't.
yeah, and if you take it to a dealership, they're gonna probably knock $3,000 off your, like if you traded it or something,
Yeah,
and
right.
$3,000 off. Or maybe they'll just buy it. Have you ever just went to Night Ford too? Sometimes they'll buy your car from you if you're in a crunch to get rid of it.
Velocity.
Yeah, sorry, Velocity Ford. So that's Old Village, then it went Night Ford, and now it's Velocity. But
Who
they
would
they'll
you
just
talk
they'll
to?
just I would talk to Rob. Just tell him,
Usher.
yeah, tell him I sent you, and
Okay.
he will treat you good.
Okay,
You want to see Rob.
right. But you think it's probably a good idea just to have it fixed, because otherwise the dealership.
Yeah, I would, because they usually knock about, well, with a Jag, they'll probably knock $2,000 off.
You're better off
your
paying
value.
the 700.
So pay the 7,
So-
get the 12.
When can you do it?
Well, if it's in Regina, I could probably do it on Wednesday,
Okay, how long does it need to be?
4 hours.
So you can drop it off. Where
I'm
I'm
running
going.
with you.
Yeah, I can drive you home. Yeah.
And then there's
And-
there's your cameras.
Okay.
I'm just gonna tell you this, but we don't calibrate cameras, and I probably couldn't, if I did have the stuff, I probably couldn't do the Jag anyway, but 98% of the time you don't need to calibrate them.
Okay,
And you take it for a drive right after we're done and see if there's any lights come on and got that lane assist and stuff
Okay.
like that.
sure.
If everything's good, you're fine. Because I think the cameras are attached to the roof,
Okay.
not the windshield. So sometimes the bracket can be crooked a little bit,
Oh.
but I don't think on a Jag, I think they're on the roof, so they never touch the windows.
So that's a good thing.
So that's a good thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, hopefully this is the right one. Like everything it's telling me this is the right one. So
Okay, so then if it doesn't fit, is there like then order a different one or what happens?
yeah, but this should be it. Like
Are you 98% or 99.9?
they're not telling me any information. Everything I look at, like I still look at yours, it's the same. Like they got little pictures here, and that's not that one, and the other one's heads up display, and this is the third one. So it's
Okay.
just like the process of elimination. It has to be this one.
Okay.
Has to be. But here you can write some information down, and the phone number.
And can I, what time on Wednesday?
Okay, for Wednesday, you want
Do you want
first thing in the morning?
Yeah,
9,
we're,
8 o'clock, whatever.
is 8 okay?
Yeah, let's. But yeah, if you're not,
Okay.
What year is
No, I
it?
can grab your
it's
phone number.
2017,
What's your phone number?
539, 2138.
2138. Okay. I can't believe it's in stock.
Yeah, everything's been coming out of Alberta.
Like common things. I can't get it.
Okay, so I don't have to call you. I'll see you Wednesday
Yeah,
morning and
I'll
then
see you
I'll give you a
Wednesday.
ride home. That's not a problem.
All right. Yeah, cause I don't know what mine says. You might be able to figure me out, but you might not be. So.
Whatever. It's all good.
You want me to pay her deposit first or?
No, that's fine.
We know where you live, or I do. See you.
Put that over. Come on and print.
I'm jealous that they're moving to.
Doesn't sound fun to get them. Thank you for information.
They're loaded.
What?
They're loaded.
What?
They're loaded.
Speak up.
Lots of money.
Oh, okay. It's not here.
Hey,
Fine.
Pretty.
Yeah. About to put it in my account already, but I don't know how this is working. For this. Why is it going rolling from Siobhan's?
well, it isn't, it's Siobhan posting on her page. Did you go look? Yeah.
Which they asked.
No. She's going in and tag, like you do sometimes, you tag people.
Yeah.
But this is the point. Like now I just, yeah, so there's, just a minute. So 4 days ago, she did one. 6 days ago, she did one, like. It's losing,
No,
it's looking salesy again.
then take the option of tagging off.
Oh, I gotta go in as Dr. Ronnie.
Yeah, you go in and Dr. Money and nobody, and you, nothing goes on. Post. Like, that option should be removed.
Cause that's not right.
No, anything like that, the problem is now, I know, I understand the power of this talk fusion, but it is an MLM. Video MLM,
Mm-hmm.
that's why she's all over it, because she's got some money in her pocket, that's money, all about cash, right? And, she did mention that, and I get it, she was talking to Dave about it, and I talked to Dave about it, it's a video emailing system,
Mm-hmm.
and which I think is cool, is an option to earn, with referral. And that's what they're pushing right now. That's what I just noticed that it's Reddit now, it's a real big push. And then her message about meeting once again, right? But she's tagging Dr. Money's name. It's not good. It's not
Well, she's using them.
yeah, she's using her, and this is what Dr. Money's not seeing, and just, so, yes, I in turn, I do have I get money off Dr. Money, but so is Dr. Money, right? That's
Yeah.
the thing. And I would not put my link on Dr. Money's
Page,
profile. No,
no,
right? So it's the same thing with, even then the group right now and the online TikTok who promote her.
mm-hmm.
Like in the community, it's her link that gets promoted. We have our own separate pages separately. We not push that on, I would put like Dr. Money online detox / Yogi on her page.
Oh,
Doesn't make sense.
okay, I'm gonna go in and shut the tags off. Cause that's bullshit.
And just delete it right now, because at this point, or maybe you wanna ask Dr. Money, to put Dr. Money supporting Siobhan with this, I don't know what, that's, but if she did, she would have asked you to share it as her, right? But then,
Oh, can you hold? Okay, I'll talk to you in a bit. Okay, bye.
Get it?
Yeah, bye. Hi.
Hi. No, if your shop does this, but you do paint touch-ups too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, 1 second, let me grab you somebody. Sorry
Okay.
about that.
Oh, no, that's okay.
Can you or Chelsea look at a paint touch up for this lady? Maybe with you a moment.
The last time I was in, I thought Troy said something about if we see if you guys were going on holidays.
Oh, okay, so you have showed him the touch up or you
No,
haven't yet?
no, I had a window chip done.
Oh, okay, yeah, we do it,
Okay.
so I'll get one of them to come up and give you a quote or.
Okay.
It's
just sweet.
Just sweet.
So I went to the car wash.
Yeah.
I'm always looking at my truck because it's my baby.
Yeah.
Well, you have to.
And there's little marks on the hood now, and I'm going, what the? And then I remember the last time we were in, he said, oh, you're going on holiday. No, let me see.
That one's ordered. Data loss I need.
Keep playing catch up now. And if you decide you want one of those, it takes me a couple days to get in. too,
Oh,
so
okay.
it comes from Saskatoon.
Okay,
So I am on, well, this week's gone on, so I would be on like the 25th, 26th, like next week.
sure.
Which one's better? for you?
Whatever's more convenient for you, Charlie.
Don't know about me. What's your phone number?
Okay, myself, 693. 010.
Yeah, I'm just usually it's should be whole front end or.
Yeah, I just noticed your lap. So it's great.
Yeah, that would go.
That's that genetic thing.
We're just smart.
Can I get a card or something, or write it down, or I'm gonna be like. Set the 20.
26, I think, two for.
That's
Tuesday.
And you want the check here at what time?
Doesn't matter. 9, 10, whatever.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Feel a whole lot better.
Yeah.
The car wash for.
Well, it blends, it'll, like, it doesn't make it disappear, but it'll look like it's red again, so it doesn't pop out. It's
About is them
Yeah.
like this,
erosion.
you know, and I don't want that, I would stop it in its tracks,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, no problem.
thank you.
Do you want to verify my additional skills on these, or can I just put them in the SGI?
What?
Well, when I take this sheet and put it on here,
Yeah, that's fine. You just transfer numbers.
okay, so you don't need to verify my,
So now, when you put it over there, if it's staple it so that you're not.
okay,
You
okay,
know what, so it's not getting
Yeah.
unstapled.
well, I'll fix them, just give it to me.
Okay. Is that what happens, is some paper will stick to another paper?
Well, and then I've been trying to remember what I'm doing here, sorry.
Goes in a folder, it has to be stapled, fine. Cause the odd one I'll leave in there because it's a split claim.
Don't go too far. Thank you for calling Crack Masters. Dodie speaking. How may I help you? Just 1 second, okay? Thank you.
Backward up.
Thanks, bye-bye. Talking people with, can I help you with your website? No,
Yeah, fuck off.
I'm blocking them all.
I block them all too. Doesn't help. Somebody stole my information.
Probably Santa. I'm done. Is it lunch? Hallelujah.
What are you doing for lunch?
Well, what are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna go to Hillcrest first. Sit and have lunch with Taylor.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Have a name check. Been big in the old.
So I take my car?
Yep.
I have a purse here. I don't have my vitamins here either.
Nope, I didn't good.
Call from 30669099243. Call from 30669099243. Call from 3066909. Call from 30669301008. Call from 30669301008.
Hello.
Hi,
How are you?
good, how are you?
I'm good.
I have a 1 o'clock appointment to get my windshield
Replaced.
replaced. My name's Kevin.
Today's my Monday.
Monday.
Here, let me eat one right there.
Yeah,
I got 403-803-7747.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm just gonna have to wait while
Okay.
it's getting done, because we live in Central Butte.
Okay.
I just came in by myself today, so.
All right, Karen, have a seat.
What should he?
You bet.
Oops, sorry.
There we go.
And it's just the one right out here.
Perfect.
Call from 30.
Good afternoon, correct message. What year again? Ford Bronco or Explorer? Got a few questions for you. I need to know if it's got a rain light sensor, forward cushion alert, keep assist. Or if it's got heated, rain light sensor. Which one is it? Just named off two. Okay, okay. Okay. We put a new one in for it. So, are you near the vehicle? Are you near your vehicle? Yeah, if you go outside the vehicle and either on the bottom driver's side corner, the middle, or the passenger bottom corner, there should be a DW number, like a DW 2567 or a DW 2808. Okay, perfect. 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 All right, your first name again? Laura? And former Laura? 313 5165. Or I will get this ordered, and then once I get it, we'll give you a shout and we'll get you booked in. All right, take care. Now. How's it going?
Good, you?
Good.
I was supposed to be in at 9 this morning for a chip repair, but Rosie told me to come back at 1 because you guys were pretty
Okay.
jammed up, so.
Okay, well, nothing's changed.
And my wife's vehicle's here too, the Lincoln, I don't know if that one's done. She's getting paint.
Yes,
repairs.
yes, yes,
That one is done.
yes.
Okay,
Alright.
Okay.
Okay, I just have to make a couple moves and then we'll get you in and
Sounds
get you,
good.
get you picked up.
first.
Call from 30669301018. Call from 3066930.
Good afternoon, Carol Rack.
Okay. Crazy day today.
Did you take your keys from me? Yes. Okay.
Am I talking to Ben? Give me one sec. This is Rita Helen, she's got something booked for the 26th, but I didn't see her here. She wants, oh, it's right here. Sorry, I didn't see that. But she wants to rebook.
Oh, okay, Rita, when did you want to move it to? Okay, so do you wanna come the Monday or the Wednesday? It doesn't matter. So I'm already doing it, should be on Monday, so. You want? Okay, I'll just move you over here then. Okay, we will see you Wednesday, the 27th. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye. Did you wanna go downtown, Karen, or anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay, just cause it's gonna be a couple hours.
That's okay, I've got my feet loaded up on myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not great, I used to wait for things.
I just messaged that guy again to see if he can come give us a quote on our concrete.
Jason?
Yeah. He was supposed to come and then he canceled or postponed it, and then I never did see him.
Yeah.
I was hoping he would come out when we were out there.
Yeah, so. I know he's been super busy, I know they're all super busy, but we actually had to push him. Off a little bit because. We hit a gas line when we were excavating,
Oh, no.
so we kinda got back, like our timeline. got a little
Move back.
fucked up.
Did they not mark it out for you?
Well, here's the thing, I'm married to a friggin' redneck who. Why would you call before you dig? Because there was.
Because there's signs everywhere that says
Right, well, but the funny thing is, the town had. The call before you did, cause they're running fiber optics out to
Mhm.
Central Butte. So there had been flags, it had been marked out twice already. And so my husband went out and he took measurements and he drew a little map of where all the flags were and everything else. But it doesn't matter, cause the flags went like this and then they kind of stopped, right, off the building.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the line dropped and went under where our in the same trench as our main drain pipe, like our sewer drain.
Oh, my
And
goodness.
that's what we were trying to find was our sewer drain, so we could hook in for our outdoor sump for the car wash anyways. So yeah, we didn't have an open ticket for a call before you dig, so. We're on the pin.
Oh, crap.
When, like, you know, sometimes my guys are like, I was like, well, do we have that marked? Like, I don't see no flag. It's under control. Don't you worry about it. I'm like, okay. Fine.
Just walk away then.
You just walk away, right? It's like, it's not.
Because he's got it under control.
They've got it under control. And realistically, they kind of did. But, yeah, whatever.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. So, but it ended up being kind of a blessing because with the car wash going in and us adding that other bay, the outside bay.
Yeah.
We have 3 hot water on demand tanks that are all gas. And the line going in was only a 3/4 inch and we actually made a 1-inch line just for the volume of gas. So if I always try to find the positive, right? Like where's the silver lining? The silver lining is we were gonna need to do a new gas service anyway, so.
Yeah. So it just kind of happened.
It just kind of happened, but we were the talk of the town for a day till the very next day someone's house caught on fire. Like,
Oh, then took the
way over
pressure
there.
off you.
The pressure off us, it's like, oh, what can they gossip about today? It's the
So
house.
somebody's house come on fire?
Yeah.
There's been a lot of fires lately.
Weirdly too, cause they had moved out of that one and they bought another house and had a bigger house and then. The fire happened in the hallway, burned a hole, went up and just burnt. Like a circle in the roof, but then the roof collapsed. So they're thinking it was an electrical wiring, like there might have been a light in the floor in the basement that kind of finally
Yeah.
did its thing and they caught fire and then burned up.
So did they still have insurance on that then?
I don't know.
Bulbs.
Yeah. And $25 a windshield wiper, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
Who's
letting her
Bob?
do Billy?
Yeah, I'm billing now.
I didn't do Bob's wipers, I forgot.
You didn't do
I gotta
them?
do them.
You're gonna do them now?
Yeah.
So anyways, yeah,
Well, that's not good.
no, but it's what it is.
But we had a few fires even in Moose Jaw lately.
Yeah.
Well, I hope they had insurance on both places.
I hope, well, yeah, the one they moved into is fine, but yeah, you
But
think,
you gotta carry it over to both of them, right?
well, you're supposed to. But I even had that conversation with somebody about buildings downtown, like. Cause they're all kind of joined up together, like Joe's garage on the corner
Yeah.
and then the grocery store and everything else. And we know Joe very well, cause it's really not a business, he just stores all his old cars there. And I made the comment one day, like, what happens if somebody's building burns down, like, and they don't have insurance, and Joe said, don't bring that up.
Oh.
So I was like, okay, Joe, whatever,
I think we better bring that up. That doesn't sound right.
That doesn't sound right. I feel like if there are town businesses in town or buildings in town that are attached to other businesses,
Yeah,
like I would think of. proof of
well, and you
insurance.
need the, like, because if your building catches on fire, even if you're not attached and it ends up doing the other guy damage, you need to make sure you're insured.
I would think so. Like that's the responsible adult thing to do,
Yeah,
but.
it's funny how many people just don't do the insurance.
And I don't get it, like,
And I don't know why you'd even not want to.
I mean. Yeah, granted, maybe their house value, like the house that burned. Maybe it was worth only $100,000. But that's $100,000, that's not like
Pocket change.
pocket change. And if, you know, if that was something they were thinking of renting out or selling or whatever, like. I don't know,
Or if anybody had any bodily harm done by it. Like, they need your house covered.
yeah, but I think a lot, I'm gonna screw this up. Oh,
No, I didn't. I put the key on the wrong one. Yeah, it's just crazy.
It is. So, like all our buildings, we made sure that they were all insured. Even when we weren't there, like we just,
Well, you wanna be covered.
we classified the house before we started renovating it, just as a seasonal cottage. But that's even higher insurance than if you were living in it.
Oh, I know, and it just went up. There was a guy here today, he said his house insurance went up 30%. Cause Troy's like, why is there happening so much?
Who do you have it insured with?
I think it's SGI right now. I think it is.
Cause we use, what's it called, when we
You do the bank?
nothing's, we got no mortgage on nothing, right?
No, but you can get insurance at a bank without having to, like, we don't have more phone mortgages. Sean?
Yes.
I think the window, sorry, is sitting just over here. Sean's here for that eye. Are you using insurance for your gym? Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Let me tell you how much it is. For you, $40.
40. And I come back.
See transfer, Troy.
Yeah.
Yeah?
See it, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a buddy.
Miller Insurance is the insurance company that's in town there. They have an office right in Central Butte.
Oh, yeah.
And so they've insured two of our three buildings. The one in the middle, it's kind of attached. We've classified it as storage for the other building, but when